code of practice.
Thelma, thank you. Thelma.
A measure of success of delivering that code of practice, and one indicator, is that parents, children, young people get the right support at the right time and feel like they're listened to and in control. Clearly, from the evidence that we've received, that's not happening. So if we look, for instance, at high needs funding for local authorities, we've been told in a past committee meeting that high needs funding is in meltdown, that local authorities feel they don't have enough funding to deliver SEND provision, and money is unaccounted for. So could you tell the committee for what specific reason the local authorities explicitly given discretion to spend transitional funding on something other than transition? Was it a mistake to do so?
Well, let me try and unpack. There's a lot there. So the engagement with parents, the 2014 Act actually makes parental engagement very much at the core of everything we do. We fund the parent carer forums. I attend their conferences. They come and see me. I have children, the Flare group, which is fantastic, come in all the time and tell me what the challenges are around transition being one area of challenge that you quite rightly.
But giving local authorities the ability to spend the money basically in whichever way they felt fit is not delivering that transition. Was it a mistake to give them that opt-out when they're under such pressure?
Well, I think ultimately local authorities are best placed to understand the needs of their SEND children, their population.
But we've got money, a large amount of money unaccounted for.
Well, when we introduced the extension to the age of 25, we provided even more money. I think it was 300 million we provided for that further extension. You're right to say, financially, high needs budgets are challenged. Local authorities have the ability to move about 0.5% of their education budget to high needs if they obviously have the backing of the school forum. But ultimately, it is not just about funding. Funding is important, which is why we made the additional money available. We've got spending review coming up.
The policy is right, the code of practice is right, but it's where that funding is going and whether our SEND children are falling through the net.
Which is why
it's not being directed to the people who should be receiving it.
And which is why we have the inspection regime, which is why we then deliver a statement of action.
Am I right in thinking the inspection didn't start until 2 years after
the legislation?
The legislation?
Yes.
Was that a mistake also, to leave 2 years before there was any kind of...
It was important to enable